what's cracking? I'm out here in the UK on the straight out of Compton tour, man. Much love. And you know you rocking with, man. It's Lil Easy E, and we about that online. So we finna get it cracking, man.
Let's kind of go back to that night. Then, what can you recount from the events?
Well, it was the night that we were shooting. I got the Hookup comedy show, and I think it's in Los Angeles. I forgot what that was. At this big Coliseum. So I just don't remember the name of it. But it's where they hold all the shows and stuff at. And it was packed. I mean, Eddie George was there. You know, I mean, this everybody was. You name it.
About Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was there.
Yeah, you know, they all came to the show, man. It was packed. You know, I mean, it was packed. So, you know, before we, you know, this was like one of the very first times that we went back with Snoop, you know, to Los Angeles, and you know, so we had, you know, Pete told everybody, look, everybody stay together, you know, watch out, you know, watch out for Snoop, you know.
So, one of the things
like I said, it was 1998, and Snoop just joined No Limit. We just signed him. And I say we, I mean No Limit. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say that, but No Limit, you know, just signed him. And, you know, things were still hot and heavy between him, you know, and Suge Knight, you know. And so, like I said, we had, you know, we was in a meeting and B9 and everybody saying, look, we all got to stay together, you know. Nobody leaves nobody, but we got to stay together. And so this was, like I said, this was a big show. I'm talking about major production. Cameras everywhere. I mean, the place was packed. So we get to the show and everybody's in the back chilling. And these death row niggas came in there. And C Murder went crazy. C Murder was like, man, fuck no. I don't want them niggas in here, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't want the death row niggas, blah, 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 you know. And, you know, P and Snoop was like, man, look, them niggas okay, because Snoop thought they were his friends, you know. You know, they cool, we okay, you know. And so P told everybody, look, when we go on stage, everybody go on stage. He said, you want everybody on stage, you know. So, you know, we telling Snoop, hey, man, come on, we got to go on stage, you know. The colonel said, go on stage. He's like, well, y'all go ahead, I'm gonna come on, let me talk to my boys. You know, they're like, no, come on, Snoop, you gotta come with us. No, I'm all right. So we go on stage, and like I said, man, the whole No Limit crew was there. And you got to remember, we were like then 200 deep, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we were deep. And so, you know, we watching the show, and Fiend is doing his thing. And so when Fiend was on stage, somebody yells, they jump in Snoop. And like I said, if you notice I got the comedy video, I got the Hookup comedy, it cuts off when Fiend is on stage. It just cuts off, you know, his show, his performance. So we take off running. And we running everywhere. We're trying to find Snoop, you know, can't find Snoop. You know, we run in different rooms, you can't find him. V9, you know, Earl, man, everybody, we looking, we can't find him. And in the back of this, you know, theater was a big old door that led to the parking lot, but you know, they're bringing equipment, all that kind of stuff. So, but we didn't know that Snoop was, you know, running from his boys, and he got arrested by the police, you know. So the police arrested Snoop, you know, that night. What they arrested him for, I do not know. But, you know, when we was looking for him, you know, he was on his way to jail, you know, on the police car. So we looking, man, and things getting crazy, you know. And so we all followed behind P, and P runs out the door. And when he ran out the door, I'm not bullshitting. They must have every fucking LAPD police car. In my eyes, that's what it looked like. Okay, I don't know other niggas, but that's what I seen. it was just cars full of policemen. Some was kneeling down on one knee with guns. Others was sitting behind the door with guns. And I never forget Pete. You know, because I'm right behind him. We run outside, and he slides because he's trying to stop. And half of us are outside, and the other half is inside trying to get outside. So there's a pushing wall going on. So Pete turned around, get back in, you know. And don't I remember Cain and Abel hide behind cars? You know, Big Ed the assassin was covering Mia up, you know. He was covering me up, you know, and I'm behind Pete saying, we about to fucking die, you know? And man, so we make our way back in there, and we slam the door. A lot of people say that Suge Knight had something to do with it, but he really didn't. It was just NOPD, you know, just doing it, you know, I guess they was doing their job or whatever, you know, because they know there's a big show there. So we get back in, and never forget this long as I live, SOULJA Slim going off. Man, fuck these motherfuckers. Nigga, man, who the fuck they think they playing with? Nigga, motherfucker, nigga, I'm gonna kill me a fuck. So we looked at Slim. Man, shut the fuck up. Nigga, are you fucking crazy? Shut the fuck up. I mean, everybody just, you know, I'm watching Big Ed. Like I said, he got media covered, you know. So we looking for everybody. Where's Cain and Abel? You know, where's C? Where's P? Where's Mia? Where's Fiend? So we looking for everybody, man. And, you know, we can't find some people because some people, you know, just, you know, everybody's taking care of themselves, you know. And you know, and man, you know, we went back to the hotel at night, you know, and we laughed about it, but that shit wasn't funny, you know, what happened. And you know, and I sat in my room and I thought about it, and I said, what if somebody would have dropped a phone? You know, what if somebody would have dropped a comb? What if somebody would have dropped a gun? They would have wore our fucking ass out. We had no fucking chance in the world. And man, I've never seen that many guns pointed at my black ass before. You know, that's the first and only time. And I've been reading that people say, oh, you know, Suge Knight had, you know, Snoop set up and all that kind. I mean, I don't know. That was between your former, you know, label mates and shit, you know. And you know, and Snoop Dogg okay to be back there with his boys, you know. And you know, is this something, you know? And like I said, man, I don't care what niggas tell you. Everybody was scared that night. You know, I seen looks in my Tank Dog's faces I've never seen. It was in my motherfucking face too. You know, and like I said, man, if we would have dropped something, you know, a comb or a cell phone, it would have wiped us out. Seriously.
Yeah, I think it's been reported that Snoop was arrested. I think it was for marijuana possession or something for that incident. And I mean, from what you recall, was it any like Death Row members, like of the artists or anything, or was it just like some of the street guys, like just connected with the crew?
It was some of the street niggas, you know. But there was Snoop boys, you know. So I mean, he thought there was his friends, you know.
Because some people said, how come he was left, you know, on his own in that situation or something?
You know, a lot of people blame me. Okay, you know, they blame, you know, the security, you know. But you know, Pete said everybody on stage. You see what I'm saying? Everybody go on stage. You know, he's a colonel. You know, he pays our paycheck. You know, when he said everybody let's go, everybody got to go. You know, and that was Snoop's decision. You know, he wanted to go. He wanted to sit back there with his boys. And so people blame, you know, me and a lot of other people, but we just following orders. You know, everybody on stage. You know, so I mean. He just felt comfortable around them dudes, you know. I mean, we went backstage because, like I said, Sid Murder didn't want them niggas in the room. Seriously, Sid Murder was like, "Man, fuck these niggas. I don't want them niggas in here," you know. So, but other people say it was cool for them to come in, you know. And You know, if I fucked up, I fucked up, and hey, if we fucked up, we fucked up. But we was told everybody on stage, you know, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I do recall around one point, I think it was 2001, Death Row, they had an album called The Chronic 2001, may have been called, and they had the guy The Realist, Swoop G, and Lil C Style, some of Snoop's guys, and they had a few songs dissing Snoop and No Limit on there, which there wasn't a lot of people dissing No Limit at the time. I know there wasn't that much responses, but I know they sent some shots to No Limit's way on that, and The Realist, he actually had a few sneaky songs where he was dissing C Murder and stuff like that as well. So, I mean, your time being around No Limit, then were there any other kind of altercations with Death Row, or even just being around? Did you hear any wind that anybody heard any of these diss tracks and was pissed about them or anything?
No, it was. I mean, it was no beef between P, you know, and Suge Knight. You know, like Suge Knight told him, hey man, this city ain't big. You know, this is not big enough for me and you. He told a nigga, man, I just brought a house. I don't know where you gonna move to. You know, I'm in LA. You know, I mean, well, it was nobody's. You know, I mean, there was no beef. I know if I think about it, but I don't know what goes on in Snoop's personal life. You know, I mean, I just don't know. You know, we don't know. We don't know the same niggas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's his city. That's his town. You know, and so you know, like I said, you know, a lot of people blame security for it, but you know, we was all to get on stage, you know, and you know, I'm not blaming Snoop. Snoop was living in Louisiana, and he's seen his boys. I guess he wants to talk to his boys. I mean, you know.
I think it's good that, you know, No Limit and Death Row have since kind of made peace. P always, you know, promoted peace with Death Row. Even on some of the TIU albums, he shouted out Suge Knight, and he always, you know, gave them their respects and stuff like that. So I think it's cool now that Snoop's kind of pieced it out as well, a bit more with Suge and Death Row as well.
But they're friends again. They're friends.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, it was just some business shit, you know? And it's like, because people always, you know, want me to know, you know, what we scared of Suge Knight. No, we wasn't scared of anybody, you know? I mean, we were deep and strong. Now, you know, I'm not, people asking who I think is the most dangerous man in hip hop. Hands down, Jay Prince. You know, you look at Jay Prince records, that's the reason why Cash Money went broke. People don't realize, because people don't know that, you know, Jay Prince Jr. is the person who discovered Drake. And he brought Drake to Lil Wayne and Young Money. And man, and they wasn't paying Drake his money until, you know, Jay Prince told him, man, you don't pay us our fucking money.
Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on aboutthatonline.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.